Learn talking? Yes. Learn language? Of course. Learn manners? Yes. And communication? For what? What is that? Namaskar. This is your personal coach Manish Kumar. After many requests, I have decided to do a series on the most undervalued, yet the main ingredient of success, communication.
I wish you a lot of success from this series.
We begin. So, what is communication? Before we even touch that, I have a question. And I want you to think and then say whatever the answer you come at. Agreed? My question to you is, do you know the difference between these three? Talking, language, and communication. As per my 18 years of experience in the field of personal coaching, I can tell you that more than 95% of the people don't know the difference. And if you are one of them, you are at the right place as this series is for you. All the best. To understand communication better, the first basic step is to clearly understand what is talking, what is a language, and what is communication. I'd like to use Cambridge Dictionary to define these words. Talking. To say words aloud. That's all. To say words aloud, that is talking. Now, talking, and some more talking. Is it communication? Well, I say it's vomiting. In fact, I'd want to make this sound even worse and call it verbal diarrhea. Pretty nasty, right? But ask those people who are at the receiving end of this vomit and verbal diarrhea. They can tell you that nasty is a mild word in relation to the experience they undergo. Here, I want you to do a short exercise with me. Answer this question. Do you know someone who is suffering from the illness of talking? Who is that? Okay. Let's see if you can think of one or two more persons with the same illness. Maybe from your past. Alright. Now, let's keep a silence for 2 seconds and send them the get well soon greeting. I highly doubt any change will occur, but at least you did your part. Now we come to language. Language is defined as a system of communication consisting of sounds, words, and grammar. So when it comes to Hindi, English, Punjabi, etc., a language is an organized system which has its rules. Language gives you a medium of how to put your thoughts across using words and symbols. Mostly we formally learn a language during our school days. And there are private institutes as well where you can learn any language. For example, French, German, Italian, etc. Now, let's see our main word, communication. Communication. To talk about your thoughts and feelings and help other people to understand them. We need to break this in parts. First part says you are talking or writing about your thoughts and feelings. Let's begin and see how does this relates to you and people around you. Unfortunately, the things we do on a daily basis tend to lose our thoughts and feelings in them to the point that these completely diminishes to zero. Yes, zero thoughts and feelings in what we communicate. I can give you so many examples of this, but today I'll take only one. Let's take your office or work activities, where you spend a good amount of time of the day. This is how it looks. You enter your office and immediately a machine gets switched on and you or others start throwing the greeting, good morning, good morning, good morning, without any thought, feeling or meaning to good morning. Now, some people have the advanced version of that machine which throws good morning, but after that also throws how are you? You got the point. This even becomes a bit more stressful for those who have to compulsively smile while performing the previous two. Such a relief when all this gets over and you reach your seat in the office. Now, what did you learn out of that? Yes, that if you want to walk on the path of communication, you should mean what you say. Now, let's take the second part of the definition. Help other people to understand them means help other people to understand your thoughts and feelings. It means taking responsibility for your own communication by making sure it's been understood by others. Commonly, we assume that whatever we say is understood by the other person. Yet we find ourselves dealing with the same instruction again and again due to non-compliance, incomplete compliance, and most of the times wrong compliance. Have you experienced that? Unfortunately, people do it to us and we do it to others as well. And a lot of misemotion like anger, fear, upsets gets created almost every day or every second day. Just think about it. Well, the good news is you can see this and it all can be changed. Yes. I really hope this was worth listening for you. And let me tell you, listen to this again and you will find yourself feeling more confident and clear on the very first step in the journey of communication. If you would want to know about me or the kind of work I do, you can visit my website. It's www.manishkumar.pro. Get success. See you later.